Story name: Sound of Silence. A true historical story full of thrill and emotions. The year was 1963. America was going through a period of social change. The fight for the rights of African Americans was at its peak. Martin Luther King Jr.'s voice was getting louder. But in the depths of this revolution, there were many anonymous stories, whose names no one knows, but whose every feeling is recorded in history. This is the story of Rosalind Thompson, a 17-year-old African-American girl who lived in a small village in Mississippi. She wanted to study, wanted to become a doctor, but society had tied her dreams to color. "Why did you go to the library?" The father's voice trembled with anger. "Because I want to read books, Papa. I am also a human being," Rosalind said courageously. But she knew she could not go to the village's white people's library. Only white people could go there. But Rosalind had broken the rule. She went in secret, did not steal books, just read them. But someone saw her. The next morning, a burning cross was found outside her house, a threat from the Ku Klux Klan. Her mother trembled, her father hid his weapons, and instead of tears, fire came out of Rosalind's eyes instead of fear. Rosalind got a chance to study in a nearby church, where black children were taught secretly. There was a teacher there, Michael Grayson, who himself had earlier been in the White Army, but today he had understood the truth of society. "What is your dream, Rose?" he asked. "I want to become a doctor and treat those children who have been made sick by society." Michael remained silent, and from that day onwards he started teaching medical books to Rosalind. These days, these nights, were secret, dangerous, but full of hope. But how long could this silence last? One day, as Rosalind was returning from church, some masked men surrounded her. They dragged her into a car, blindfolded her. A few hours later, she was in a dilapidated warehouse. One man pointed a revolver at her. "You people are not literate enough. This is not your America." Rosalind was breathing heavily, but her face was calm. "You're right," she said. "This is not my America yet, but I will make it so." Her words were so fiery that the men did nothing, only left in fear. Perhaps they saw someone else, someone not weak, someone very strong. That night did not break Rosalind. It made her. A few months later, Rosalind had the opportunity to attend Martin Luther King's March on Washington. She stood in a crowd of millions as the "I Have a Dream" speech echoed. There were tears in Rosalind's eyes, because it was the same dream she had too. She came back and opened a small school for the children of the village, in a broken shed behind her house. There were no benches, no books, but there was hope. In 1970, Rosalind enrolled in medical college. This journey was not easy. Racism, threats, financial difficulties, every turn tried to break her. But every time the silence that tried to surround her, Rosalind raised her voice against that silence. 20 years later, in the same Mississippi village, Rosalind opens a clinic. That day, there were children of all colors in the village, white and black. And there was a board hanging outside the clinic. "Here, color is not asked for treatment, only humanity is seen." That evening, when she was sitting in her old room, her old diary was open.